Yeah, my name's Mark Johnson, and I coached at the University of Oklahoma for 20 years. I started playing when I was 3 or 4 years old, and it just, from day one, it's just something, I just loved it. And it's just addictive, you know, when you're a little kid and then you're starting to play tournaments and you're traveling and you're meeting friends, and you know, like Paul Lockwood always tells me, it's a sport that everybody plays for life. But overall, it's just getting on the court with the kids. You know, it's just you get out on the court and you toss balls to kids, and many of the balls we toss will be the first ball this kid ever hits. And you see them smile and they're happy and they're enjoying it. And just you do it that day and you leave and we're driving home and you talk about it, and that's what you're thinking about.
The most I love about tennis is my tennis team. I think they're like family to me.
His confidence level has boosted, just his assurance in who he is as a Christian, and being around his friends who also have the same beliefs and they also have the same sport in common. So it's been amazing all the way around.
Small towns need it. They really do. They're looking for something to do. And now with the foundation, I think we've got the opportunity. I know, Carmen, you've talked, the goal would be to maybe get tennis into all 77 counties at some point, which is a big goal, but it's possible. It may take, who knows, 5-10 years to get to all these places. But we need to try to introduce tennis to the small towns because they really do need it. And you don't know where the next Wimbledon champion is going to come from.
Again, it's a sport where players can play for decades, where in a lot of sports you really can't.
Coach Francis Baxter was a big initiating force, and I think he got together and he and some other men really put it together.
It's our job when we go to these small towns, and it happens all the time, is for those kids to ignite and fall in love with the game of tennis. And they go home and they'll tell their mom and dad, I want to be a tennis player when I grow up.
We at Oklahoma Tennis Foundation really believe that we can reach kids all across Oklahoma by winning their hearts through tennis. And part of that is going to all 77 counties and bringing tennis to them. And we're going to do that. And we couldn't do that without our awesome coaches and our board and all of the volunteers that we have helping us. And we really couldn't do it without you. There's a reason that our tagline is "We Start with Love."
Yeah, my name's Mark Johnson, and I coached at the University of Oklahoma for 20 years. I started playing when I was 3 or 4 years old, and it just, from day one, it's just something, I just loved it. And it's just addictive, you know, when you're a little kid and then you're starting to play tournaments and you're traveling and you're meeting friends, and you know, like Paul Lockwood always tells me, it's a sport that everybody plays for life. But overall, it's just getting on the court with the kids. You know, it's just you get out on the court and you toss balls to kids, and many of the balls we toss will be the first ball this kid ever hits. And you see them smile and they're happy and they're enjoying it. And just you do it that day and you leave and we're driving home and you talk about it, and that's what you're thinking about.
The most I love about tennis is my tennis team. I think they're like family to me.
His confidence level has boosted, just his assurance in who he is as a Christian, and being around his friends who also have the same beliefs and they also have the same sport in common. So it's been amazing all the way around.
Small towns need it. They really do. They're looking for something to do. And now with the foundation, I think we've got the opportunity. And I know, Carmen, you've talked, the goal would be to maybe get tennis into all 77 counties at some point, which is a big goal, but it's possible. It may take, who knows, 5-10 years to get to all these places. But we need to try to introduce tennis to the small towns because they really do need it. And you don't know where the next Wimbledon champion is going to come from.
It's a sport where players can play for decades, where in a lot of sports you really can't.
Coach Francis Baxter was a big initiating force, and I think he got together and he and some other men really put it together.
It's our job when we go to these small towns, and it happens all the time, is for those kids to ignite and fall in love with the game of tennis. And they go home and they'll tell their mom and dad, I want to be a tennis player when I grow up.
We at Oklahoma Tennis Foundation really believe that we can reach kids all across Oklahoma by winning their hearts through tennis. And part of that is going to all 77 counties and bringing tennis to them. And we're going to do that. And we couldn't do that without our awesome coaches and our board and all of the volunteers that we have helping us. And we really couldn't do it without you. There's a reason that our tagline is "We Start with Love."
Well, you hear that wind ripping in the background. You know what that means. We are ready to rock and roll here on day 2 of the 2024 Oklahoma Tennis Foundation Invitational. Alex Gruskin here. Welcome in, everyone, to one of my favorite weekends of each and every season. It's the 2nd annual Oklahoma Tennis Foundation Invitational. Our Cracked Racquets team so excited to be back to cover another year's action. Of course, today's play kicks off with our 2nd match of the Invitational. We've got semifinals on courts 3 and 4. We've got backdraw action on courts 1 and 2. And remember, we play out for every position here at this Invitational. Coming up in our night session, a 6 p.m. Central Time start, we will have a 7th, 8th place match. We will have a 5-6 match. We will, of course, have a 3-4 match as well. We will be focused on the championship match in particular, but we've got serious prize money to hand out here today as we celebrate all things Oklahoma tennis here at beautiful Edmond Center Court in Edmond, Oklahoma. And again, what is our format? What is this Invitational? It's a celebration of all things Oklahoma tennis. The Oklahoma Tennis Foundation, of course, essential in the fabric of all things in the Oklahoma tennis community. Certainly, again, as Bill Towler, chairman of the foundation, likes to say, they're the United Way for Oklahoma tennis. They raise the money, they ship it out, they try and get as much support available possible for every local club, every local community, again, every local program here in Oklahoma to try and get as many rackets in hands of the Oklahoma youth as possible. Again, we'll focus on what the foundation does here in a little bit. In the meantime, we want to focus on some tennis, and you see warm-ups underway. Evidently, they changed the format on me today. They may have. I believe that means we're going to be starting out. No, they didn't. I stand corrected. Same format stands as yesterday. Remember, it's teams of 4. 8 teams of 4 in this Oklahoma Tennis Foundation event. 2 men, 2 women on each team. How it works, it's a world team tennis format. Well, what does that mean as we hear the wind ripping in the background? World team tennis format means we play 5 sets. We determine our winners by total games, not sets won. And you have to win, of course, your final game of the match for your team to clinch the victory. We saw sudden death overtime last night. I did get some clarification, by the way. Our scoreboard was wrong. It was indeed 20-all in that match, thus a sudden death tiebreak over sudden death tiebreak, excuse me, was required. But again, 8 teams of 4 in our competition. You play a set of men's doubles, a set of women's singles, a set of women's doubles, a set of men's singles, a set of mixed doubles. Those 5 sets, your 5 sets played in each individual match, whichever team accumulates the most total games within the course of those 5 sets, they're going to advance into our 6 p.m. session. And again, total game score being the determinative factor. You could lose 4 sets, but you win that 5th set 5-love. Guess what? You're the team that's going to ultimately advance, should the deficit look right from a game perspective. And again, we've got overtime rules, we've got sudden death rules, we've got substitutions available. We'll get into all of that if necessary. The big theme, again, World Team Tennis format, 5 sets of tennis played. We start out with men's doubles. From there, again, men's doubles, women's singles, men's singles, mixed doubles. Whichever team can accumulate the most games through those 5 sets will ultimately advance another spot forward. And here on your screen, you see warm-ups underway here. Men's doubles to kick things off. On the left side of your screen, it is reigning finalist, Team Tyler Zink, the recently graduated Oklahoma State superstar, partnered with his doubles partner from last season, Isaac Beecroft. Duo warming up on the far side. I believe that's Zink on the ad, Beecroft on the deuce. They're taking on one of our surprise stories, certainly one of our best matches, excuse me, not surprise stories, but one of our best matches yesterday, Team Emma Staker, and what they were able to do in grinding out a victory over Team Seth Moore. Staker, of course, the Oklahoma women's tennis senior. Her teammate, Ava Catanzarite, fellow Oklahoma senior. That's their second women's player on the men's side. They've got Oklahoma's sophomore Azahi Harazaki, junior Luis Alvarez. Rounds out therefore on the women's side for Team Zink. Oh, just a casual top 10 team in the country in college tennis. 2 top 15 singles players as well in redshirt junior now, Anastasia Komar, as well as Oklahoma State senior Obi Kajuru. So again, left side of your screen, Team Tyler Zink taking on Team Emma Staker. We'll obviously be keeping an eye on it. First ball, the last. To the right of your screen, it's your defending champions. And on the near side in particular, in the white cap, it's team captain Mark Mandlik, the recently graduated Oklahoma Sooner, partnered with his former doubles partner, former All-American Alex Martinez. They're, of course, partnered with Mark's sister, highest ranked player we have in the draw, top 200 in the world, Ellie Mandlik, made an appearance here at this Oklahoma Tennis Foundation Invitational. Appreciate her taking time out of her schedule to come participate in an event like this. Obviously, what the Mandliks have meant to the state of Oklahoma tennis, I think, goes without saying for those of you familiar with their background. But certainly, again, great to have Ellie Mandlik here this week. By the way, starting Monday here at Edmond Center Court, got an ITF Women's 75K Pro event. So I believe Mandlik's going to stick around, play the pro event next week as well. Our Cracked Rackets team thrilled to be back here next weekend to cover championship action. All part of this Oklahoma Tennis Foundation series of events. It starts with the Invitational, but then 3 pro events on the horizon. The 75K next week here in Edmond. Couple of lower-level ITF Pro Circuit events in Norman in the next couple of weeks as well. So Oklahoma going to be one of the centers of the American tennis world, certainly here in the month of October, and it kicks off with this fantastic Oklahoma Tennis Foundation Invitational. Again, Team Mark Mandlik, the defending champions on your near side, they are going to take on the best story of our Invitational play thus far. It's Team Ashley Watling. I say this with love as a man who is now 366 days away from turning 30. For Ashley Watling to bring the level of tennis he did yesterday in his single set against Jake Van Emberg, yeah, he lost at 5-4, but to even keep the deficit that close, it just kept Team Watling alive. And then all of a sudden, Naranjo had a moment, Manioma had a moment, Mike Knott had a moment. All of a sudden, we found ourselves in sudden death play, right? And all of a sudden, it was the veterans, Team Ashley Watling, earning their first victory. Again, Watling, the former Tulsa Hurricane. his team also. Mike Knott, of course, former Arkansas Razorback, again there with a couple of Tulsa Hurricanes, and a Naranjo, Mariana Manyoma, excuse me. So those are our two main draw matchups. Again, Team Staker taking on Team Zink, Team Mandlik taking on Team Watling. For what it's worth, we do have two backdraw matches underway, and again, we're playing it out for every position here, as each team going to get X amount of prize money depending on where they finish. Your two backdraw matches to start the day. Team Seth Moore taking on Team Maria Berlanga. Team Gracie Epps taking on Team Martina Zerolo. And I'm telling you, the closer we get to the money round, the more intense these matches will come. Again, full warm-up here as these players didn't have the opportunity to hit this morning. We, of course, rolled right from our adaptive clinic, and a credit to the Oklahoma Tennis Foundation. What a fantastic event. I think it was 25 different kids coming for that adaptive clinic. Of course, I think we had at least 25 of our players participating in this invitational coming to volunteer at that adaptive clinic as well. So it just felt like every kid got the attention they deserved. The energy level phenomenal. That said, it is a lackadaisical warm-up as that ended at about 10:30, so all these players still getting loose. Obviously, we're going to be loose with our time requirements here in the warm-up. Does look like they're about to get action underway on 3. So we'll stay in the split screen for now. Mandlik Martinez. Forty Love closing in on the opening hold to kick off our first semifinal. But folks, I get to say those magical words with 2 matches about to be underway. Let's play some tennis. Martinez holds 4-1 Love. Martinez, heavy workload yesterday. Singles, doubles, and mixed doubles, all on the plate of Martinez. Mandlik, they said, nah, you're good with just a 1 men's dub set. Straight points to start the match on 4. That's an excellent close there from Watling. I was joking around with Ashley. How do the legs feel this morning? The first answer was the forearm is sore. Certainly looking forward to see how Team Watling, probably the oldest of the bunch, certainly from our men's side, how do they recover here on day number 2? Is it slow out of the gates? It cannot afford to be. You can't not go down big. By the way, expect energy from sophomore Azahi Harazaki, sophomore last year. Pretty good in his freshman season with Hank Trodson at that number 3 spot, obviously. Gets the call with Luis Alvarez today. Alvarez, a rock in the middle of that singles lineup for the Sooners last season. Limited doubles play, though. They get serious action here, taking on a top 25 team from last year in Beecroft and Zink. Good serve from Tyler Zink, as again, having some scoreboard issues here on 3. We're actually going to turn away for it in a moment here. Yeah, okay. So Zink and Beecroft do hold for 1-love opening game. Let's go full screen 4. Just wanted to see, again, them get on the board. They do exactly that. While we get that scoreboard fixed, let's hang out here. This is Mark Mandlik. Mandlik, full-time human now, again. Had 1 year of eligibility left, gave that up. He got the job he was looking for in what I like to refer to as the real world. He said, I'm good. Hang up the sticks, except for special occasions like this. That certainly looked easy enough. Break point chances early for Team Watling. Deciding point coming up. Who takes the return? They say, let's go to our captain, Watling. It is an opening break and another fast start for Team Watling. And again, as soon as we have that scoreboard on 3, we'll get back to it. I think we do have it, so let's go check it out. Split screen here with Team Zink, Staker. Again, our 2 semifinals we're keeping an eye on. Alex Gruskin here. It is semifinal Saturday that will turn into championship Saturday later today. Point chances in the service game now. Excuse me, we might be ahead of a point ahead as Isaac Beecroft serves on your left side again. Team Watling trying to consolidate an early break. That is Ashley Watling, team captain, former all-conference player at Tulsa. Give us our first replay. Exceptional stuff on court number 4. No replay there, but we should have them moving forward again. Excellent court movement there. Game point chances to consolidate on court number 4. Meanwhile, it was indeed a Beecroft hold. As you see 3-1, they change ends. Let's go. To the replay booth as you see court 3, no replay as we go full screen. Excellent rally discipline there from the doubles duo of Beecroft and Zink. And again, there's a continuity to these two you just can't face. Oh, just why? Let's show you the replay one more time. Don't worry, we'll get there with it. Replay function slowly beginning to warm up as well. As again, let's head back to the split screen. Semifinals underway, a 3-1 early break lead for Team Watling. Nice close there from Mark Mandlik as he looks to find his footing. So 2-all as they make the turn on court 3. Apologies. You see they're on serve there. 3-1 here is... Nope, excuse me, 2-3 as Alex Martinez does manage to hold on court number 4. And you see again, Tyler Zink will serve now on the near side of court number 3. Remember, starts off with men's doubles. After this, still 4 more sets to come. I say sets, but I should point out every set played to 5. Tiebreaker at 4-all. A nice lead from Ashley Watling. Again, he and Mike Knott, the veterans on the men's side of this competition. Still looks smooth. Still got it. Watling not hold for 4-2. I think Zink goes wide. I think Zink got broken. Man, like trying to do his jobs to at least ask the question. But yeah, Zink broken. So Alvarez and Harazaki do take a 3-2 lead. Again, it's men's doubles. Very hard to scrape out more than a 2-game lead in this format. Break more than once. Just not particularly likely. I always say I don't think there's a lot of separation. Any extra separate, any game you get anything more than one is gravy in a men's double scenario, and certainly the anticipation matches end up a little tighter than you'd expect. Every game certainly counts as Mark Mandalik does get a hold on the board. Still, Ashley Watling going to serve for the set. As you see, 3-2 15-0, Alvarez Harazaki lead on court 3. First point, Watling not. Let's go back to the split screen if we can. Again, it's crunch time in that 3-2 service game. Can they consolidate their break lead? Can they put the hold on the board? Apologies, I see that point-by-point scoring frozen. You see that ball from court 3 rolling over to 4, interrupting the Watling service motion. Yeah, it's a great return from Tyler Zink. He's been ranked as high as top 400 in the world in doubles. Picked up his first pro singles title in the month since leaving Stillwater back in May. All right. Well, something went down. Evidently, that's where they stopped the set. I apologize. Not sure exactly what our score looks like there, but I think that was a win for Beecroft and Zink, because that certainly looked like a winner to end it. I'm going to do some scoreboard watching. You do see, though, women's singles next, women's doubles. I apologize, but you see some players out on court getting loose. Meanwhile, Mandlik is able to find the return. So it gets a little dicey here in the Watling service game. Still the 30-15 lead. They're still 2 points away from the set. As you see, that looks like Anastasia Komar ready to get loose for Team Zinc. Wonder if Komar will take on Staker or Catanzarite. We'll know here in a moment. Oh, little luck there, able to find the center. Mandlik, I thought Martinez, first of all, did a great job just keeping that return of serve low on Watling. Didn't let him do anything with the +1 volley. Mandlik shoots it long, so it's match points coming for Watling and not. Well, all of the sudden it gets a little tricky. A deuce point, match point coming up. Watling, not. 5-3. We'll show you the replay. Yeah, I'm sure, again, you ask Alex Martinez, he would love to have that return of serve back. Just got a little up on him. Still covered the center well. But Watling, not. Fluid are the two veterans. 5-3. Team Watling has the top seeds in a little bit of trouble. And in the meantime, we head back over to court number 3. Again, the matchup, Team Zinc versus Team Staker. That certainly looks like Ava Catanzarite, the Oklahoma senior, warming up on the near side. Again, she'll take on redshirt junior Anastasia Komar. Westhoff, let's put court 3 in the big screen. I want to go check in on our 2 backdraw matches. And again, we'll go check out courts 1 and 2. Teams Moore, Cerullo, Epps, Berlanga, all doing battle down on courts. Again, we'll keep our eye on it. You see a 4-3 lead there for the Tulsa duo of Tim Seeger, Diego Pernas, leading that pairing of Moore and Bruno Vini. Meanwhile, you see bottom left of your screen, looks like an opening set 5-2 to the pairing Van Edinburgh and Galea. Again, they get a 5-2 set over Oklahoma Sooners. Nathan Hahn, Jordan Hassan. Found a few warm-up serves being hit here by Catanzarite. Again, it looks like we've got a couple of warm-ups just about everywhere. Let's just put court 1 in the big screen in the meantime. And it's our 1 court with active play for us to focus on. That looks like the one and only Diego Pernas came in with a full haircut. Last year, there were locks of love. This year, it's a more efficient, dare I say, crew cut, and the crew cut gets the job done. Pernas, Seeger, 5-3 set over Haveen and Moore. So, all right. It's a little interesting. Meanwhile, you see that scoreboard flip between Team Staker and Zinc. And in fact, Team Zinc actually took the opening set 5-1. So the scoreboard was just way off. Was it 5-1? Okay, Tyler Zink coming by the office. It was indeed 5-1. A job well done, my friend. Yeah. And so scoreboard was a little bit off. But Team Zink with the comfortable 5-1 lead as they get ready to get into singles. So now all of a sudden, again, having watched Anastasia Komar like I have, feels like this is an opportunity for separation. Apologies for me stepping away there. We're going to bring in our first interview here in a moment. Whether it's someone from Team Zink, whether it's someone from Team Watling. We'll have someone for you all here shortly. In the meantime, action now underway. Ava Catan's right serving first here on the near side. Again, Catan's right, the transfer coming over from UCLA to Oklahoma for her final 2 seasons. (17-11) last year overall in singles, 15-5 combined doubles record. Yeah, that'll work. That's right, spreading the court well early. Again, taking on the redshirt sophomore Anastasia Komar. Komar, 3-time All-American, twice in doubles, once in singles. First team all Big 12 singles and doubles last season. Of course, played #1 singles on a team that was #1 for just about all of the year, undefeated till their dramatic exit at the hands of Tennessee in the round of 16. Of course, they bring back a couple of the big dogs, right? Komar back up top at the #1 spot. Obi Kajuru back up top at the #2 spot. question, of course, in this match. How does Catanzarite go about making Komar uncomfortable? How does she go about rushing her? Yeah, that'll work. Great angle. I do think her backhand line probably the best weapon in the Komar arsenal. Does follow things forward well. And apologies, you hear that wind in the background. Obviously, we are in Oklahoma. Certainly part of the perks of yesterday's action was how stable that environment was. Obviously, be here a little more difficult to start. And by the way, Catanzarite off to a fast 2-love start here, trying to narrow that deficit again. Team Zinc up 4 games after men's doubles. As you see, we open things up. Singles action underway. Interesting. Highest ranked player in the draw, top 200, Ellie Mandalik, took a tough singles loss yesterday. She says, you know what, let's switch things up. So it's junior Julia Garcia Ruiz of Oklahoma who gets the singles call again. She's taking on Anna Naranjo. Naranjo, the senior for Tulsa. Matt's smart push forward from Naranjo. Naranjo holding 4-1 love. It is all Ava Catanzarite right now. When her team needed it most as well, Catanzarite game point chances for 3-love in our singles set. Let's go full screen for it quickly, then we'll get back to the split. Yeah, that's Komar when she's at her best, using that size-speed combination. Soft touch up there at the net as well. Still game point chances for 3-love break lead consolidated. And even the left cord luck going her way. Catanzarite holds for 3-love. But again, our sets are to 5, not 6. You just do not have as much time to try and work your way back. Julia Garcia Ruiz, big serve for 30-15. What can Anastasia Komar, the player they call Nas, what can Nas do here? dare I say, up the gas, up the level. Find herself a push for first serve like that will certainly help. As you see, Komar gets the must-have hold she needed. Let's go full screen to 4. Game point chances for Julia Garcia Ruiz, who provided us one of the lowlights in the best sense of last night. Broke the string. On a match point. Long delay, of course, comes back. New racket. Same result. Misses that second serve long. Of course, that led into all that, again, I guess the push that was made last night by Team Berlanga. Ultimately, though, of course, in the end, Team Mandlik able to advance fairly comfortably. But right now, they're in a bit of a deficit. Again, drop the opening men's doubles set 5-3. Defending champs now 1-1 here in women's singles. Plenty of time to narrow the deficit, but I'll tell you what, no easy matchup in this battle with Team Watling. That goes into the net. Let's go back to the split screen. You see they're back in action. Catanzaro again. The break 3-1 lead on Komar. I'm sorry, but I have to ask the question, why did Julia Garcia Ruiz play that as a slice? Had a lot of time to hit through that ball, opted not to. And Ranyo says, okay, I'll take the easy pass opportunity. Anastasia Komar, she's at her best when she's hitting that backhand aggressively. And Anastasia Komar breaks back. The spirited effort from the redshirt junior, looking to push forward, looking to play the backhand freely. Gets the break back for 2-3. In the meantime, going to step away for a moment. When I come back, we'll have our first interview of the day with Team Watling men's doubles player Mike Knott. And joining us now to help us cover day 2 of the 2024 Oklahoma Tennis Foundation Invitational. Winner in his men's doubles set earlier, 5-3. It's Mike Knott, one half of the men's doubles team for Team Watling. Mike, first of all, congratulations on the victory. Talk us through what was working well for you and Ashley out there, how it felt to start the day with a dub.
Thanks so much, man. Yeah, and first of all, thanks for the invite to this unbelievable tournament. Crack Rackets is doing such a good job, so thanks so much. And I think I'm as shocked as everyone else that we got the W. Haven't played much competitive tennis in the past 10 years or so, so me and Ashley are a little shocked, but hey, we're going to take the win all day long. It's pretty hot out here in Edmond, Oklahoma, and we're using that to our advantage. The balls are flying, trying to make a lot of first serves and get some returns down to feet and poach a lot. So yeah, it's working well.
No, it was well executed by the two of you. And I asked Ashley that this off mic. Unfortunately, I'm going to ask you on it. How much does the derriere hurt this morning waking up, given those 10 years of absence, right? How's the wrist feeling, the shoulder, the hamstrings? Like, I just know that's where you feel it most that next day. How'd the body feel waking up this morning?
It hurts all over, if I'm honest. Probably a good 12 out of 10. The good news is my wife is actually a chiropractor.
Okay.
And this morning I put her to work and she was working all over the shoulder and now I feel a lot better and I got through the match. So appreciate her.
No, we'll offer her the assist then for that W for you and Ashley. And, again, I'm curious. I know Ashley was a teammate, I believe, with your older brother while at Tulsa. But I'm curious, you mentioned, it's been a little bit since you've played an event like this. What brought you to this Oklahoma Tennis Foundation and what have you thought about this event so far?
Well, my brother was actually teammates with myself at Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
But being in the same region as Tulsa, we always cross paths.
Yeah.
We're all British, so we kind of grew up playing
Sure.
playing together, if you will, and now it's come full circle. Like I'm in Oklahoma at Oklahoma City Golf and Country Club, and he's at Southern Hills, so it's just feels like such a small world, and everything's really just come back around.
Yeah.
Ash.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was just going to say, Ashley's a great guy, and him being a left-handed player just making my life pretty easy this weekend.
Yeah, I can imagine. And, again, I'm curious, given your involvement in this community, in this tennis community in particular, I'm curious your thoughts on an event like this, what it does to generate buzz, excitement surrounding all things Oklahoma tennis.
Oh, it's great. I mean, Bill Towler and the whole gang, yourself and the Minute Hands have done such a good job. There's people here from all different kind of clubs and all different cities from around here this weekend, and it's great for everyone to come together. I've got plenty of the members of my country club were here last night and are here today, and in a nice way, I think they're pretty shocked at my tennis. I think they're pretty happy that their tennis pro can actually get a few balls in the court for a change. So that's good.
No, I love to hear that. Yeah, look, an opportunity for you to show off is actually why we hosted this event, my friend. So congratulations, of course, to you, to Ashley on the first set victory. But as we both know, the hard work is still ahead. I got to ask, are you guys splitting the singles duties this today, or is it going to be flip of the coin and whoever loses has to play?
I'm going to continue to play doubles until Ashley said he's done with it. So he played singles yesterday, and I almost asked him, and then I said, no, if he's happy to do singles, I'm not going to change that. And we got the W yesterday, so why change the plan?
Yeah, I love to hear that. Well, again, Mike Knott, thank you to you for joining us, not just here on the broadcast, but here this week. And obviously, good luck to you, to Team Watling, over the course here of Saturday's action.
Awesome. Thanks for all your help. Really appreciate it.
Well, I thank you too, Mike. Now, obviously, we'll be watching him and Team Watling closely. Believe we had a changeover on court number 4, and in fact, it looks like they're out of the changeover. So back into the split screen we go. 2-all overall, and a little bit of an opening there for Julia Garcia Ruiz. Meanwhile, Komar got the break back. She handed that break right back as Catanzarite was able to take that 4-2 lead. She's serving for the set now, but obviously, as you see, Komar 2 break point chances. Another fought off by Catanzarite. So I'll keep my eye on it. As a reminder, again, our second wave of matches, a 6 p.m. Central Time start. If our drama lives up to even a 10th of what we saw in last year's championship match, then certainly we've got some excitement ahead today. So again, apologies. Our scoreboard a little funky on court number 3. Anastasia Komar did take the set over Catanzarite. As you saw, she took the final point. You saw the handshake. I don't know what we missed, but certainly couldn't have been bigger than a 5-2, 5-3 deficit as Team Zinc continues to extend their lead there on court number 3. Next up, of course, we got the women's doubles action. Komar right back out on court with Kajuru. Komar and Kajuru, a top 10 pairing in the nation in college last season. They'll take on the All-Oklahoma senior pairing of Catanzarite. Emma Staker will get back over there in a little bit. In the meantime, Julia Garcia Ruiz now up a break, and forehands like that are why. It's just an ability to dictate. Leaps and bounds from where she was her freshman season. Yeah, it's spreading the court to perfection. Excellent discipline as well from Garcia Ruiz. By the way, you heard those sirens in the background. First Saturday of a new month. Casual tornado siren, not anything to get worried about. You hear that noise now gone away in the background. What's not going away, again, how well Julia Garcia Ruiz has spread the court early. She's just not letting Naranjo do any sort of dictating. that land good? Get the replay one more time. I don't think it did. I think that lob sailed on her. Yeah, indeed, it did sail on her. Excellent. Again, improvisational skill there from Garcia Ruiz. Didn't do a ton with that forehand approach, but the depth, the angle she was able to generate, a job well done. Game point chances to consolidate. Oh, I love that, though. Love that trickery. I didn't mind the change of pace there. Unable to execute those, so of course, game point chance now 40-30. And this is where, again, an extra game here from Garcia Ruiz, that's where it starts to add up. A double break in any single set and sets up to 5 with total games being, again, the determining factor. This is not a game for Garcia Ruiz to take her foot off the gas pedal, just try and hold things out. No, this is a game for separation. Particularly given, again, Mandlik Martinez dropping the doubles set. Match points coming for Garcia Ruiz. Plays high and heavy and mixes in the dropper. She's been sitting on that shot all set. Just excellent execution. That extra game could prove critical. Lock it in. A 5-2 victory for Oklahoma junior Julia Garcia Ruiz. And look at, again, the movement forward. A backhand drop shot working to perfection here in the final game. Garcia Ruiz, a 5-2 lead, so now 8-7. After 2 sets of play, Team Mandlik, the top seeds, back out in front. Meanwhile, it is time for doubles action. And it said Catanzarite won 5-2. That matches a lot of what I saw with my eyes, but again, we've had some scoreboard issues. Try to get some clarification. Well, there you certainly hear Team Staker teammate Azahi Harazaki. I know, again, the energy he was bringing, that enthusiasm, struck a chord with every fan that was in the building. And by the way, the official update, Komar lost to Ava Catanzarite. So yeah, the scoreboard was a little funky on us, but I do have confirmation from my sources outside. Again, Catanzarite did take that set, so apologies for the miscommunication there earlier. It was indeed 5-2 Catanzarite, as the scoreboard tells me. In that case, that means it's currently an 7-6 lead for Team Tyler Zink as we head into this doubles. And again, breakpoint chances here early for Catanzarite. Playing the deuce side, Oklahoma senior Emma Staker on the ad. That looks like it's Anastasia Komar serving first on the far side. It's a good pinch over there, as again, I'm in on the energy of this Team Staker, Harazaki, Alvarez. They got something to say on every point. A high five, a fist bump, just something to offer. There's Staker certainly serving here on the near side. Staker tries the line. Komar's ready for it. deciding point, who gets the call. And I apologize again. Scoring is wrong. Westhoff was right. Anastasia Komar, let's trust our eyes, did indeed win the set. Just having some scoreboard issues here on court 3. I apologize. Going to get those worked out. I apologize for the scoreboard issues we're having here. Let's go back to the split screen. It does look like women's doubles underway in our other semifinal, and I'm certain that score is correct. It's a 5-3 double set for Ashley Watling and Mike Nant, but right back came Julia Garcia Ruiz. Garcia Ruiz able to take a 5-2 single set, as you see on your screen. So now an 8-7 lead for Team Mandlik as we head into women's doubles. I'm not even going to try and hypothesize what the overall score is right now on 3. Hands right, serving on the near side on 3. And Lick serving here on the near side, court number 4. hands from Garcia Ruiz. Nice reaction time as well. So it's a hold for 1-all. Meanwhile, a deuce point deciding point. Let's go full string to 3. Still trying to get that official scoreboard for you all so I can run you through what our game score looks like. It may just be 10-3, and the scoreboard was exactly incorrectly flipped. Here's certainly another opportunity for separation. In what has to be our most experienced doubles team together in Komar and Kajuru, they hold for 3-1 again. We'll be able to see when they're back in play as that court right next to court number 4 here at the Edmonds Center Court facility. Oh, yes. Oh. Give me the replay. All right, I have the official scoreboard. It was indeed exactly reversed. 5-2 win for Komar over Catanzarite. So a 10-3 lead for Team Zinc headed into the doubles, now 13-4 as Komar Kajuru maintain that 3-1 lead. And in fact, they've yet to drop a set, by the way. They're 7 for 7 in the 7 sets they've played, last year's finalists. They look primed for a title run here this season. All right, let's go back to the split screen. As you see, they're out of the chair. If we don't have a live scoreboard, we better monitor it with our eyes.
Delicious lunch from Be Healthy Cafe. We've got smoothies, wraps, and smoothie bowls. Come support.
Deciding point, break point chance coming up for that team of Mandlik and Garcia Ruiz as Komar broken right back for 2-3 again, given the lopsided scoreboard. Just was the exact opposite for Komar and Kajuru. Again, Komar taking a 5-2 set. So it was 10-3 coming into the women's doubles, now 13-5. Just 2 sets to play after this. Men's singles, mixed doubles will be how we end our semifinal matches. And Garcia Ruiz and Mandlik have found a little something. They were excellent yesterday. Not good, not great. They were excellent. They now take a 2-1 break lead. Oh, give me a replay of court 3, please. Staker Catanzaro. We're going to have to work on that communication. There you hear that Oklahoma wind ripping across our screen as Emma Staker, a hold at love for 3-all in what is a must-have set, just to get the momentum going, a must-have set for Team Staker. Breakpoint chances right back on court number 4. 2 of them coming up for Naranjo and Manayama. Manayama on the far side here again. Julio Garcia Ruiz, the Oklahoma junior, serving on your near side. Deciding point coming up. They say, hey, let's go do side. Makes sense to me. You take away that outside slice serve that Garcia Ruiz hits so well, but evidently Mandlik got a little piece there. So it is a break right back for 2-all. Meanwhile, Komar Kajuru, they hold for 4-3, so they're a game away. And again, you take the set here. Now all of a sudden it's a 15-5 lead or 15-6 lead, and that is a significant deficit to have to overcome with 2 sets remaining, even with our overtime system. Anything under 5, you go into mixed feeling pretty confident. Anything above, that's when life gets a little more difficult. It's another set for Team Oklahoma State. Kajuru, Komar, 5-3. 15-6. Our lead going into mixed doubles, and yeah, it's hard going into men's singles, excuse me, and it's really difficult to see how Team Zinc gonna let that lead slip away from them. Again, what's our men's singles matchup gonna be according to our scoreboard? We're gonna get Isaac Bancroft to make his singles debut. Bancroft gonna take on Louis Alvarez. Funny how things change, right? You go from down a break to back up 3-2. And again, this matchup is still far too close to call. It was a 5-3 men's double set for Team Ashley Watling. Willie Garcia Ruiz responding with a 5-2 singles victory. So again, 8-7 lead coming into this. Lead now completely evaporated. 10-all overall, as you see in our total game score. That's an unforced error, certainly. Also will want back. And again, this is Ana Naranjo, the senior from Michoacan, Mexico, partnered, of course, Marina Manyoma, senior out of Colombia. I believe this is Naranjo returning here on the ad side. Again, Mandlik serving on the far side, certainly. Mandlik. That's an excellent center forehand. Let's show you the replay one more time. Elizabeth Mandlik, middle, solves the riddle. She's heard that before. Again, not much Julia Garcia Ruiz can do there. You'd love her to spike it. She doesn't want to hit the top of the net. It's a great cover, but a better recovery from Mandlik. Game point chances for 3-all. As you see, by the way, they're getting loose for our men's singles set in that matchup between Team Zink and Staker. Where have we seen a sequence like this before again? Some difficulties here in the service game. I believe actually this here is Naranjo, excuse me. And they say, let's pull the 2 back card again. 3 all love 15. Yeah, I was waiting for that pinch center from Mandlik. They're just giving so much space. Great play from Garcia Ruiz to roll that ball deep center to say you have no angle to work with. Not only did Garcia Ruiz execute properly, but again, Mandlik pinches center. Just a job well done. Now all of a sudden, again, 11-10 overall team. Mandlik leads. Now love 30 here. All right, they're going to try the one up, one back once again. We'll see if, again, maybe it's something on the Mandlik return of serve that they see. Yeah, I don't know why. Mandlik popping that forehand to set up break points. An excellent follow forward as well. As you see, men's singles set is now officially about to get underway on court number 3. We'll get to it in a moment. This is a pivotal 2 break point chances for Team Mandlik. It's the right move. I have no problem with it. As you see the action now officially underway. Naranjo Manyoma holding for 4-3, a pivotal hold. You know, we'll get back to the start of singles in a little bit. Let's go full screen to 4. It is 11-all overall. And all of a sudden, Team Watling, they are doing what they do best, just hanging around. That's really well done from Julia Garcia Ruiz. Now, I will say, Team Watling going to be massive underdogs in singles. All due respect to Ashley, all due respect to Mike Nod. Alex Martinez should rack up at least a 5-2 victory. You keep that piece in mind because, again, Ranyo Manyoma take this game. They'll take a lead into those final 2 sets. You could argue this is a must-have set for Watling. Yeah, that's when she's at her best. Just gripping, ripping, loading, and exploding with that inside-in forehand. Last night, for those of you who watched the mixed doubles, she came up with a forehand return just like that. We were talking about it till late into the evening here on site. Just so impressive. Firepower Manyoma possesses. As we head over to the split screen, change of ends to come, right? 4-all overall. It's a breaker to 5, win by 1. That's a good ball there from Louis Alvarez. Obviously a must-have set given the deficit here for Team Staker. By the way, as soon as they are done with that change of ends, obviously we will get back full screen to court number 4 for the tiebreak. First to 5, win by 1. It is right now a 1-game lead. Let me say that again. A 1-game lead for Team Mandlik as we head into that breaker. I see Garcia Ruiz and Mandlik have walked back to their side. In fact, I see them both back out on court number 4. So let's go full screen to it. We'll get back here. Alvarez up an early break on Beecroft, but it's 4-all money ball. Remember the order of operation. Tulsa will serve 2, Oklahoma 2, Tulsa 2, Oklahoma 3. And the sudden death point would be on the racket of Julia Garcia Ruiz. The things I would do to have that Ellie Mandlik forehand return. I mean, the way she is driven through it, the depth she's generating just so routinely. All Julia Garcia Ruiz has to do is take 1 step. It is a 1-step poach sort of deal. Boy, would that be fun. Honestly, a great return from Garcia Ruiz. Just sometimes good loses to great. Good return, I should say. Not great from Garcia Ruiz. Kept it low, but obviously too much space available. So 1-all again. 2 points here now for Oklahoma. It would be 2 points for Team Watling. The final 3 points would belong to Team Mandlik. Here's Ellie serving on the near side. Well, as we make another turn. Everyone's doing their job. As we'll show you quickly, Beecroft, Alvarez, a 2-love. Luis Alvarez able to consolidate his early break lead. head back to it again. 2 serves here for the Tulsa pairing of Naranjo and Manyoma. After that, again, final 3 serves will be on the racket of Julia Garcia Ruiz. 2-all overall. That's just too good from Julia Garcia Ruiz. So it's a mini break lead. Match points, 3 of them on their serve. Garcia Ruiz, Mandlik extend the lead to 2 games total. Still far too narrow for Team Mandlik to feel any sort of comfort. But they have opened up a lead. The defending champs and top seeds, 13-11, a 2-0 performance in a pivotal women's singles, women's doubles swing for Julia Garcia Ruiz, the Oklahoma junior. Put a pin in that if you're trying to make your MVP ballot. Trying to fill out your ballot, excuse me, as we prepare for our awards later today. Meanwhile, Luis Alvarez, no one told him the overall score. And now he's got breakpoint chances to make it a 3-love men's singles lead. That's the serve Croft's been looking for. And there you see Tyler Zink. He's fence side. He's offering words of wisdom almost after every point. Hey, here's what I'm thinking. Hey, here's what I see. Deuce side the pick for Alvarez. Where does the serve go? Tyler Zink looks real comfortable there on the sideline. Evidently, he feels good about the play call. For those of you wondering again, is this invitational just a money grab? How much do these players actually care about the results? I think we just had a 30-ball rally. Isaac Bancroft saying, I'm getting rock solid. I'm going to dare you. Do something special. I dare you to beat me. Not there for Luis Alvarez. Still up a break 2-1. But excellent fight there from the now Oklahoma State senior. As you see, by the way, warm-ups underway for singles between Watling, Alex Martinez. We'll get over there for the start of the set. That is a must-have set for Team Mandlik, an opportunity for them to separate themselves. Yeah, it's a great pass. Excuse me. I don't know if you can call that exactly a passing shot, but for Alvarez to hit a slice off of that ball and to keep it that low over the net, it's a really difficult passing shot to execute. As my coach would always say, we haven't seen it since Ken Rosewall, 1976. Break point chances, but Croft an opportunity to get right back on serve again. Little shift of momentum. I mean, show us the replay, the lob over the head. It is all Isaac Bancroft right now. Holds at deuce, breaks at 15. Back on serve 2-all. Meanwhile, it looks like they're just about ready to get singles underway on court number 4. Let's go pop in on it via split screen. That way we'll keep our eyes here on court number 3 as well. Yeah, it does look like they're hitting their final serves. That is certainly... Is that Mark Mandlik? Mark Mandlik taking on Ashley Watling in singles. Okay. That is a lineup shift and an unexpected one. I would have expected the veteran, the informed, still out on the pro circuit Martinez to, particularly with just a two-game deficit on the two-game gap on the scoreboard, say, hey, let's separate ourselves here headed into mix. But no, they're going to rest the anchor here. Give Mandlik a look. Makes sense. Again, Watling getting the ball well yesterday, but wasn't exactly ripping winners left to right. You do feel like Mandlik's going to have some time in that matchup. As Alvarez and Bancroft showing off the wheels. Let's go full screen to 3, as again, they're still taking some final serves there, warming up on court number 4. Thought they might have the match underway. Not quite yet, no. So back to Bancroft we go. The Oklahoma State senior serving 2-all, 15 love. By the way, you all might hear some noise in the background there. Constellation matches still rocking and rolling on courts 1 and 2. We're not going to focus on it here, but certainly some good tennis. As of right now, it is 17-4 Team Zerolo getting a little bit of revenge. They lost in a sudden death breaker last night. Now 17-4. They lead Team Epps. You also have Team Bandera, 14-11 up on Team Seth Moore. So certainly things for us to keep an eye on as, again, Isaac Becroft looks to keep Team Tyler Zink perfect on the wink in individual sets. They go 5-0 yesterday, win the first 3 sets here on semifinal Saturday, and now Becroft from Love 2 down 2-all, 30-15. Had him side to side. The down the line pattern, though, ineffective for Becroft on the forehand. Breakpoint chances are right back for Alvarez. Luis Alvarez responds. It's a break right back for 3-2. So split screen we go. Lopsided lead for Team Zink. Team Mandlik just a 2-game lead as we head into singles. And you see Mark Mandlik, what has to be one of probably his final singles matches of his career. It's only 1 set again, no ad scoring. First to 5, breaker at 4-all. Mark Mandlik still got it. Show us the replay one more time of the backhand pass. Absolutely exceptional on court 4. Or not. No replay, but we'll grab that one for you next time. Apologies. That's the voice of Nathan Hahn. I mean, I know Nathan Hahn when I hear him. On battling with Jake Van Ebberg. Again, a huge lead for Team Zerolo, but that's not going to stop Nathan Hahn from being excited. Not going to stop Nathan Hahn from having enthusiasm. Yeah, Ashley Watling, that's the play. First forehand into the outer third. Doesn't matter forehand or backhand wing. I'm not letting a Mark Mandlik who's been in an office since May, not letting that Mark Mandlik dictate from the center of the court, because, again, taking time off, it doesn't affect things in rhythm. It's the improvisation. It's the movement. That's the return of serve. That's the first thing that goes away. The quicker improvisational movements that are so routine when you're playing daily, they go away real fast. See Watling game point chances, 40 love. Petrov does indeed send that ball a little long, so game point chances. Alvarez to reconsolidate, make it 2 straight for 4-2. Oh, Mandlik unable to break. Had a little look there, didn't he? But ultimately, Watling able to hold for 1-all. All right. Meanwhile, here's Isaac Petrov serving to stay alive. 2-4, 15-all. Yeah, it's Mandlik at his best, pressuring Watling by pushing forward. I don't think Watling landed that return. Maybe he did. Big serve there from Mark Mandlik. Again, should Alvarez get to a match point, we'll take it full screen. In the meantime, stay here in the split. Early men's singles action. Mixed doubles still to come after this one. That will be, of course, our final set of each of our semifinal matches. Match point, Alvarez. We take it to the full screen. All right, it's something. It's absolutely something to get the momentum going. Team Zinc going to have a hefty lead going into mixed doubles. But they dropped their first set as Luis Alvarez, the Oklahoma junior, goes and takes it 5-2 over Isaac Becroft. 17-11 going into mix. So again, not only do Alvarez and Staker need to win the mixed double set, they'll need some help in overtime as well. Get back over to it a little bit. Meanwhile, this is the break Team Watling was looking for. Remember, Julia Garcia Ruiz, 5-2 win in singles. Fern Mandlik, 5-4 in doubles. Meant it was 13-11 Team Mandlik led overall. Wow. Do you see this? It's our first substitution, and you knew it was looming. I was surprised to see Mark Mandlik in the starting spot in singles, not because he's a poor singles player, but because Alex Martinez is still pro circuit ready. And if you have the opportunity to play the guy who made a challenger final this summer versus the guy in his mid-30s who's been feeding tennis balls for a living, I'm taking the guy in pro circuit shape. Martinez substitutes in. That means Mandlik's done. It will have to be Martinez the rest of the way. Here in singles, Martinez down a break 2-1. See the warm-ups, obviously. They're getting loose for mixed doubles on court 3. We stay here full screen until then. Did that land good for Martinez? It honestly might have. That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's really good stuff from Alex Martinez. Watling still an opportunity to put the hold on the board, but again, Alex Martinez substituted in trailing 2-1. What can he come up with? Nothing there. That's too good from Ashley Watling. So Watling holds 4-3-1. If we can, Westhoff, let's go pop in quickly on court numbers 1 and 2. Just very quickly. You see the warm-up still underway in mixed doubles on court 3. One-way traffic again as Team Zerolo 20-6. And excuse me, Jake Van Emberg just knocked out Nathan Hahn 5-2. So 20-6 heading into mixed. The biggest deficit I've ever seen overcome in World Team Tennis, 13 games. Never seen a 16-game deficit, but I saw a set go. I legitimately watched a team in mixed doubles go 6-0, 6-0, 1-love. They won the Super Breaker as well. It was the greatest performance I've ever seen. Shout out to the 2016 Michigan State Club tennis team who pulled it off at regionals. They know who they are. And if one of those team members happens to be tuning in today, shout out to them. But again, one-way traffic for Team Zerolo as they try to fight for that 5th place match. Remember, there's some serious prize money on the line for our 5 through 8 teams. So still serious incentive to play for. That's Alex Martinez, again, substituted in, now serving 1-3, 15-love here as Team Mandlik tries to hold on to their lead. Tightly contested semifinal with Team Watling. I mean, a Watling break here was not on my bingo card. As you see mixed doubles now underway on court 3. Again, a significant lead for Team Staker to have to overcome. 6 games means you need to win this set. You're going to need some help in overtime no matter what. Meanwhile, Martinez does hold 4-3-2. You know what? Let's go full screen here. Actually, I lied. We'll stay in the double box. 3-2, not 4-3. So again, even if Watling were to hold, still more single set to play. Mixed doubles, of course, our final of 5 sets played per match. To recap, Team Zinc winning the women's singles, women's doubles, men's doubles set. Team Stakers, Louis Alvarez does take a 5-2 single set over Isaac Bakrov. You see the decision. They go Azahi Harazaki, Emma Staker in the mixed. Take on that team of Zinc and Comer. A 3-set day for Anastasia Komar here to kick off semifinal Saturday. Yeah, that's really smart from Alex Martinez, just disciplined into that backhand corner. And you see the breakpoint chances right away for Komar and Zink. I know talking to Watling yesterday, he said that was his biggest issue. He's just accelerating through the ball, hitting it through the court. He's like, that gear's just not there for me right now. I can grind, I can still move you side to side, but it's the generating of pace where Watling finds himself maybe a little bit underarmed. Breakpoint chances right back for Martinez. That's why you substitute. See, Martinez does break back for 3-love. Zink, Komar up an early 2-love break lead. And now Zink and Komar hitting the gas pedal. That is a potent mixed doubles team. And in fact, of all of our 8 teams, I think I like that combination best. As good as Martinez and Julia Garcia Ruiz were yesterday. As good as some of those hypothetical pairings on rosters may be, just the firepower, the experience. Komar's willingness to push forward again. That is a very, very potent mixed doubles pairing for Team Zinc that they'll get to use to close out matches here today. Meanwhile, Ashley Watling says, no, not out of this yet. 15:30, a little look in the Martinez service game. Well executed by Martinez. Finds the approach shot, 4:30. All meanwhile, game point chances for Zinc Komar to consolidate. They have just been on a mission today. I mean, again, matches, we'll say, started tentatively at 11:10. In just under 2 hours, working their way through all 5 of these sets. They might just be your reigning finalists, the team to beat this year. All right, we're having some fun now on 3. Still the 3-love Komar Zinc lead. And by the way, Westuff, if you can on our 3rd screen in the queue, if you could keep court 2 as our 3rd camera in the queue, court 2 nearing its finish line. So we'll show you match points over on our consolation matches while we focus here. Staker a little long on the forehand. Meanwhile, a pivot. Let's go full screen to 4. Pivotal deuce point coming up. Second serve coming here for Alex Martinez. Just 2 games separating these 2 teams this deep into the match. Well, again, it was a good effort there from Watling. He's demanding the best of Alex Martinez, but Martinez with the +1 approach. And the smart tactic playing through that Watling backhand. 4-3 lead for Martinez. He came in, down 2-1? Rather than a Watling hold for 3-1, Martinez doing his job as the substitute. Now out in front as Emma Staker. Luis Alvarez. That's incorrect. That's not Alvarez. That is 100% Azahi Harazaki. Martinez sees the finish line. 2 points away, as by the way, you see 3-love deuce for Komar Zink. Can we call this a de facto match point? Let's do so. Quick full screen to 3 as Emma Staker approaches the baseline. Yeah, well, to quote the Great Lions play-by-play announcer Dan Miller, pack the bag, start the plane. I think this match is over. 4-love lead for Zink and Komar as Team Zink closes in on a second consecutive Oklahoma Tennis Foundation Invitational final. Zink will serve for that spot in the final. In the meantime, here's match points for Alex Martinez. First one fought off. 2 more match points to come. All right. Alex Martinez does his job, down 2-1 when asked to substitute in. Takes 4 of the next 5. Martinez 5-3, exactly what the doctor ordered for Team Mandlik, because now they have a little breathing room. As you hear there, a little breathing room. Mandlik now up 4 games heading into mixed doubles. Far from insurmountable. As Komar reminding all of us, you pay more for the frame than anything else. There's the match point. Komar, Zink, 5-love. Team Zink, your first team through to the finals. A congratulations to Tyler Zink, Isaac Becroft, Anastasia Komar, and Obi Kajuru. Again, a 22-11 final score victory for Team Zink. Wins in men's doubles, women's doubles, mixed doubles, and women's singles. Again, a tip the cap shout out to Luis Alvarez, the win over Isaac Becroft in singles. By the way, not the last we'll see of Team Stakers. They'll play in the 3-4 match this evening. Still significant sums of prize money to play for. So again, expect to see Team Stakers best later today. In the meantime, mixed doubles about to get underway on court number 1. You see court number 2 where it's one-way traffic. Team Zerolo feeling awfully comfortable. 23-9 lead. Right now, Zerolo, Galea, 3-all in the mixed doubles as they take on Gracie Epps. Although, yeah, that's definitely Gracie Epps. And that's definitely Nathan Hahn. And by the way, we can go split screen courts 1 and 2. Still got some warm-up to do on court 4. Oh, I lied. They're still warming up on 1 as well. Let's go full screen here to 2. So Team Zink, by the way, took them 2.5 hours, less than, to advance through our semifinal. I said yesterday I named them my favorites to take the title. Maybe now you all see why. Just no weakness in any of their 5 sets. Yeah, it's a smooth coach there as again closing in on a 4-3 lead. Team Zarolo, of course, Marty Zarolo, Christina Novak, Alex Galia, Jake Van Emberg. Bunch of Oklahoma State connections, another Team Oklahoma we have here at this Invitational. So fun to bring in so many of the best from the colleges around Edmond here to engage with this broader Oklahoma tennis community. It's why this Invitational has been such a rousing success these last 2 years.
I got it.
Yeah, that's just fun. On good time. You see the smile on the face of Epps, Han, doing what they can. Nice hands from Epps to extend the rally. A better close there, though, from Zarolo. Showing her students in the crowd today, hey, I still got game. Maybe you all should listen to my advice moving forward as you see Zarolo Galia hold 4-4-3. Again, warm-up still wrapping up. Mixed doubles to get underway on court number 4 as soon as that mix between Team Mandlik-Watling begins. Team Mandlik, by the way, a 4-game lead heading into the mixed doubles. We'll head back over to it. Meanwhile, here's Gracie Epps serving. 3-4 final set.
All right, here we go.
Epson doing their job. In the meantime, I believe we have action now on court number 4. An 18-14 lead. They're hitting serves. That's what it was. Wrong serve I was watching. Hitting serves over on court number 4. Again, an 18-14 lead for Team Mandlik. Right now it's listed Alex Martinez, Ellie Mandlik going to take on Michael Knott, Mariana Manioma. So same squads we saw last night. Oh, I guess not. Mandlik swapping in for Julia Garcia Ruiz. And that's a game point chance fought off. Nice close there from Zarolo and Galia, who are showing off the strong fundamentals. So you see mixed doubles now officially underway in our second semifinal, a one-love lead for Elizabeth Mandalik, Alex Martinez. Although, of course, you see that racket in the left hand. That is not Elizabeth Mandalik. That is very much Julia Garcia-Ruiz, the Oklahoma sophomore, getting triple set duty. Her and Martinez here today. One love lead for them again. They're taking on the pairing of Mike Knott, the former Arkansas Razorback, Mariana Manyama, the current Tulsa Hurricane. And joining us now on our broadcast, team captain for the team we, of course, call Team Emma Staker, named after her, of course, knocked off in the semifinals. Still a fun fight. It's Emma Staker, the Oklahoma senior, joining us now. Emma, first of all, tough one out there today, but talk us through this Oklahoma Tennis Foundation Invitational, what it means to be back here in year number 2, what it's been like competing out there this weekend.
Yeah, it's super fun. I was actually just talking about how it's a nice break from like the intensity of like the dual matches and fall tournaments and everything. And it's nice to actually be able to go out and play like tennis kind of more for fun. So it's a super fun weekend. It's great to be back here. It's really good.
Yeah, and you are an Oklahoma kid, obviously grew up playing, maybe not here at ECC, but certainly in the greater Oklahoma tennis community. What does an event like this do for this community? How does it bring it together? And can you talk us through the significance of the Oklahoma Tennis Foundation to Oklahoma tennis?
Yeah, I think that what they're doing is amazing. Like today, this morning, there was the adaptive clinic that they had, and it was really great to like kind of give back to the community in that way. And being from Oklahoma, it's super special to see a foundation like this, an event like this, just bringing like awareness and attention into tennis in the state of Oklahoma, especially because I feel like Oklahoma, it's kind of random to have like these like tournaments in Oklahoma, but they're making it work and it's awesome. It's super fun. So
yeah, no, it's great. It's the center of American tennis for the next month. Obviously, we just had All Americans, now this, a couple of pro circuit events in the future. Let me ask you this. You're team captain here of Team Staker. Does that mean you get to make the lineup decisions? And what's that process look like for you?
It's a group effort, honestly. This morning was a bit of a scramble. Like I pulled up at 10:30 and Ava was like, "I'm playing singles, right?" And I was like, "Are you?" I was like, "Okay." And Luis was like, "Oh, I saw he's gonna play mixed," and I was like, "Okay." So it's kind of just a group effort, you know. We're just having fun out there.
Yeah, well, that's all that matters. And I know, again, this morning that semifinal goes against you guys, but you'll be back out here for the third place match. There is still serious prize money on the line. What can we expect from Team Staker moving forward? What do you guys need to show in that final match to make this a winning weekend for the group?
I think just like playing with a lot of grit, a lot of fight, a lot of confidence. I think confidence is key out there. I think yesterday we had a lot of fun with it and we were fighting super hard. Obviously, we were playing some of our teammates, so there's a lot to play for there. But I think just going out, enjoying it, being confident, and hyping each other up.
Yeah. Do you have a Zahi on a word count where it's like, hey, you have to speak at least 10,000 words per match? Because sophomore can get after it.
Yeah, I mean, no, this is the most I've heard Asahi speak in my entire 4 years at OU. So he's doing a great job.
Yeah, no, it's been fun to watch. And again, certainly you guys bring an energy that make an event like this particularly compelling. So team captain, Emma Staker, always great to get to chat with you. And obviously good luck to you all when you're back on court later this afternoon.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, it's always great to get the opportunity to speak with Emma Staker, who obviously I've had the opportunity to cover since her freshman season, an integral in those National Indoor Final NCAA final runs for the Oklahoma Sooners, integral in all of their success over the last 3 years. And with Staker back, Garcia Ruiz back, Sherbanina back, Tanzerite to senior, Chloe Noel, who we see in action here this weekend. There's a lot of talent on that Oklahoma Sooner roster. Looking forward to see how head coach Audra Cohen and the rest of the coaching staff put together the pieces here in the 24-25 season. In the meantime, one of those pieces, Julia Garcia Ruiz alongside Alex Martinez, 2-1 lead here. Oh, can I get the replay? Quick hands from Garcia Ruiz. Lesson to be learned there to all of you tuning in. Keep your hands up. Keep them up. Second lesson on the team. Have Alex Martinez as your doubles partner. Garcia Ruiz doing a great job of keeping that ball low. And the moment you see that ball get at the feet of your opponent as a doubles player, it should just be instinct. Pinch forward, look to cross. I wish I had the forearm strength to pronate through a backhand volley like Martinez does. I do not, but I like to try it in theory. Martinez, Garcia Ruiz are able to sneak out a break lead. All right. Other two matches nearing the finish line. Can we pop over to court 2, put that in our big screen? 4-all, 4-love here for Epps and Hahn. We might get ourselves some overtime. Now, again, I have seen the miraculous happen. I have seen 13-game deficits overcome. Do I think that's going to happen today? No. But the ace wide from Gracie Epps, we're going to overtime. Remember, you cannot win a match in the team tennis format until or unless you win that final game. So this must count as overtime. All right, we're going to have a team talk about what the format actually looks like, because I'm fairly certain this is an incorrect format being utilized here. At the meantime, hand up, correction by me. You know why it looked like a tie-break scoreboard? Because the scoreboard was outdated. I apologize. They are indeed in overtime. So we are playing things correctly, but again, what are they going to need to overcome? I'm going to do some math here quickly. If they're in overtime already, it is a 7-game deficit currently. So Epps and Hahn would have to win 7 more games consecutively. And right now, Marty Zarolo says, no, I'm going to end it on my service game here. 30 love, she leads. Again, we'll get back over to court number 4 here now, as you see 3-1, 30-15. Keep that on the side of our screen. Why not? Let's keep courts 1 and 2 just for a moment here. Should Mandlik hold for 4-1? Again, we'll go back full screen, but we can have some fun for the moment. Martinez does hold for 4-1. So Team Mandlik has certainly been pushed here in their opening match. Remember, it was just a 4-game lead for the top seeds and defending champs heading into our mixed doubles. But now, as they say, let's try some 2-back action here, change things up. Here's Knott serving 1-4. Love 15, obviously scoreboard entered incorrectly there. We saw Martinez stripe that return at the feet of Knott. Well, you hope the scoreboard's not backwards. Maybe it is for just this game. Again, love 30 now. Take you full screen here, 15:30. Or is that match point? They just, no, yeah, 15:30. There they go. They've got that scoreboard corrected for us. Now we've got ourselves match point to secure their spot in the final. And by the way, set up a rematch of last year's championship event. Nope, not says not yet. Let me strike one more inside in line here for you. They're through. And our final is officially set for the second consecutive season. It will be Team Mandalik versus Team Zinc. Oklahoma versus Oklahoma State. Wouldn't have it any other way. Again, Alex Gruskin here. Final scores in this match as follows. Mark Mandlik, Alex Martinez dropping the opening double, set 5-3. It was all Team Mandlik the rest of the way. Garcia Ruiz, 5-2 win in singles. Garcia Ruiz and Ellie Mandlik, 5-4 win in doubles. The combination of Martinez and Mandlik in singles. Mandlik coming into the match down 2-1, takes 4 of the next 5 games. He gets a 5-3 singles victory, and then Martinez and Julia Garcia Ruiz, once again, dominant in mixed doubles. 5-1 victory. So the final matchup is set. Again, it will be the aforementioned Team Mandalik taking on Tyler Zink, Isaac Becroft, Obi Kajuru, Anastasia Komar, and Team Zink. We got serious prize money, serious stakes on the line. Of course, we will have coverage first ball to last of all of our championship action. That action beginning 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Central, here on our Cracked Rackets YouTube channel. In the meantime, we are going to speak with Mark Mandlik, captain of our finalist Team Mark Mandlik squad. In the meantime, let's go over to our active action. Is it over officially in Team Zerulo Epps? Looks like it is indeed, as Epps unable to complete the miraculous comeback. And so instead, all right, how's this? While we wait again for that opportunity to speak with Mark Mandlik, it is 19 apiece. 19 apiece in our battle between Team Moore, Team Berlanga. That is Tim Seeger serving on the near side. It is a deuce point deciding point coming up. Seeger and Hutchings. They're going to go 2 back once more, as again, guys serve to guys in mixed, women to women on a deciding point. So back to the ad side we go. Again, a break here. More Sherbanina will not only serve for the set, they'll serve for the match. Unable to execute the forehand volley, so it is a must-have hold that goes the way of Team Berlanga. Well, they say a team can't have success without a smart captain at its head. Certainly reaching a final for a second straight season. I think we can say that about team captain Mark Mandlik as he and his team advanced to a second straight final. I got to ask you, as the team captain, how much pride did it bring you to say, hey, Alex, you're stepping in here in singles? And just talk me through the performance more broadly, what you saw from the team today.
Yeah, they played great. That was kind of the plan going in. He's been playing a little bit more tennis than I have the last couple months. So it was nice to get out there, though, and compete a little bit. But, yeah, Alex did really good, and Julio did great today as well.
Yeah, no, it was, again, a really impressive performance from your group. And I want to ask you about this event more broadly first as well. You're back for a second straight season. Talk to us about what it was about this Oklahoma Tennis Foundation Invitational that brought you, a guy who, dare I say, retired from the tennis game, brought you back out of retirement to come play in a weekend like this.
Well, yeah, I could list a lot of things, but, it's just a great event, for a great cause to help these kids get these scholarships, and just the mission that the Oklahoma Tennis Foundation has is unbelievable. And then on the other hand, I get to see a bunch of my old teammates and friends and coaches and everyone down here that, any chance I get, I'm going to be coming back here. It's like my second family. So.
Yeah. No, I can understand why, because of that family atmosphere. And look, as someone who spent plenty of time playing amongst the ranks in Oklahoma tennis, you talked about sort of the impact of this invitational. What does an event like this do to bring a community together? How does an event like this help Oklahoma tennis more broadly, in your opinion?
Yeah, I think it just brings more eyes to the sport that, might not see college players every day and realize how fun it really is. And I think just, you look at a place like the University of Georgia that has such a great tennis culture. I think events like this is kind of what helped bring that and grow that. And that's kind of the goal, I think, for every college tennis team,
Yeah, no, absolutely. And, again, to your point about the college tennis of it all, we get the rematch, the matchup from last year, a little Sooner Oklahoma State battle. You guys will take on Team Zinc in our final later today. Talk us through that matchup, what it's going to take for your team to recover and what it's going to take for you guys to walk away with a second straight title.
Yeah, it came down to I think 1 point or 2 points last year. I think I'm probably expecting the same thing this year. I hope it's going to be fun. They're really good. I've known Tyler for a long time, and we've had a lot of good battles together. And it'll be exciting to share the court with him this afternoon.
There are rumors that should you walk away with the title, you're going to make an official retirement announcement. Are those rumors? There's anything to it?
I don't know if it is. I might make a comeback announcement too. Still got 1 more year, so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see if we get you back out in singles, how it goes. But again, certainly an excellent performance from you, from the team. Mark Mandlik, thank you as always for taking the time to chat.
Awesome.
And good luck in today's final.
Thanks, Alex. All right, I'll see you.
So again, it will be Team Mandlik versus Team Zinc. The second straight season we get the Sooners, Cowboys, Cowgirls matchup we deserve. Of course, Alex Gruskin here. We got Hutchings serving on the near side. Again, if she is broken here, pack the bag, start the plane. Team Moore is advancing to the 5-6 match. That serve goes a little bit wide. And again, 20 all overall, as tight as a match can be here. Game point chances to force the breaker. Should they do so, again, this Team Berlanga of Tim Seeger, Lily Hutchings, you see on the near side of their screen, if they win this game, at a minimum, they will force a super breaker to decide the match. If they're broken here, hand it over to Team Moore. They're your winners. They're advancing to the 5-6. All right, deciding point, match point. And again, Hutchings going to be serving to Sherbanina here. And a similar situation in the Tim Seeger service game. Tulsa pairing was able to scrap out the hold then. What do they have for us now? Match point to come. Well, that's the drama this format can produce. We will go to a breaker. It is a 21-20 overall lead for Team Berlanga. So even if they drop this breaker, Team Moore going to need 2 tie breaks to advance to the 5-6. Obviously, Team Berlanga takes this breaker. We can head to our afternoon session ready to rock and roll with all 4 of our matchups. Again, championship match now officially set. Team Mandlik will take on Team Zink in the 3-4 match. Team Watling will take on Team Staker. What a 5-6, what a 7-8 look like? That's what we're trying to figure out here. A quick change of ends before we get into our first tie break. Again, this tie break played to 5, win by 1. That's excellent. And they have made a substitution as well. I love it. Out goes Seth Moore. In comes Bruno. And Bruno Havin, who, of course, dare I say, took this event by storm yesterday with just that first serve and the weapons he possesses. Again, the Cowley College transfer to the Oklahoma Sooners. Those biceps aren't just for show. That kick serve might get over the fence. So it's a 2-love lead for Team Moore. Again, they take this breaker. They'll have to play another one. That one would be first to 7, win by 1 as well. All right, so they'll change ends. Each of the guys doing their job. 2-all overall. We'll realize to switch sides here in a second. And there we go. The realization has been had. So again, first to 5, win by 1 here. 2 more serves. Going to be on the racket of Sherbanina. Final 3 serves of the tiebreak will belong to Lily Hutchings. Alex Gruskin here. 6 p.m. Central Time start for our championship matches. So, of course, we hope all of you will join us on our Cracked Rackets YouTube channel then. In the meantime, it's our final match here of the day session. Smart spot that serve into the body. Meanwhile, if I'm doing the play call here, I'm calling an I form. I want to get the big man Bruno on the move. I want to see him dominating that net, using his wingspan. And they called the poach. That was the exact play call. But I've said it 1,000 times. That high backhand volley is the most difficult shot in tennis. Pushed a little wide, and so all of a sudden, 3-all. The match is on Lily Hutchings' racket. Set points for set points for Haveen and Srebrenina. Again, Bruno subbing in at the start of the tiebreak. That means he'll be in for the rest of the way. Only one substitution per set. Now that Seth Moore has subbed out, he is no longer eligible for the remainder of this match. Set points here. Can Team Moore extend things to the Buster? Match point fought off. Sudden death for sudden death. Come on. 4-all overall. Again, Hutchings will send this serve to Srebrenina. Srebrenina succeeds, we're going to a sudden death breaker. If not, and we'll change sides just to add to the drama. Not going to lie. In my experience, the 9th point was played on the same side. I like this addendum, though. Let's add to the drama. So it'll be Hutchings serving to Srebrenina. If Srebrenina and Bruno take the point, we will go to a super breaker, 1st to 7, win by 1. If Hutchings and Seeger take the point, can pack things up. They're headed to the 5-6 match. So they take the set 5-4, and I see a little pause here. Are we going to reset things in the breaker? If they do it again, it'll be a breaker, 1st to 7, win by 1. That 13-point breaker coming up. All right. Super breaker to come then. 1st to 7, win by 1. Spot in the 5-6 match on the line. Again, Alex Gruskin here. Did they get that format exactly right? I'm not sure they did. Thought it was supposed to be Hutchings who served the final point, but guess what? I don't see any arguments on either side of the net. Everyone seems to be smiling. And in the end, isn't that all that matters? It is an invitational. It is an exhibition, a charity event. We are here to have fun. Certainly, again, the high level of competition, the energy, enthusiasm all these players bring. Extraordinarily fun. So what's the conversation here? All right, they're discussing out the format again. What does it look like? We don't want to get things wrong moving forward. If you're just joining us, again, Alex Gruskin here. Our winners so far today and our matchups moving forward at 6 p.m. Central Time will be as followed. Your championship match for the 2nd straight season. Team Mandlik going to take on Team Zink. That's Mark Mandlik, Alex Martinez, Julia Garcia Ruiz, and Elizabeth Mandlik. They'll take on the team of Tyler Zink, Isaac Becroft, Obi Kajuru and Anastasia Komar. Of course, our 3-4 match going to be a fun one as well. Team Emma Staker of Staker, Ava Katanzarite, Azahi Harazaki, and Luis Alvarez. They're taking on Team Ashley Watling. That's Watling and not Tulsa and Arkansas graduates, respectively, as well as current Tulsa Hurricanes, Naranjo, Ana Naranjo, and Mariana Manioma. All right, let's play some tennis. Come on now. Diego Pernas seems to have subbed in for the mixed doubles portion as well here for Team Tulsa. And remember, I think the format stays the same in terms of 2-2-2-2, not your traditional 13-point tiebreak format. And again, we'll switch sides every 4 points. 6-all will be a sudden death tiebreak point should we need it. As they switch ends 4-2. Okay, so it is a normal format. We're switching every 6. I apologize, as I was unaware. Again, 4-2 Team Moore. They stay out in front, serving here on the near side. Sherbanina Hutchings says, I see you, I attack. An excellent forehand return, jams her for 3-4. 4 all overall, sure. So from here, first to 3, win by 1. Winning team going to earn a date with Team Zarolo, as Marty Zarolo's group able to earn a comfortable victory here earlier today. You hear the celebration, the clap again. Sure, it'll work. Yeah, it's a smart play. He's able to rush her down the line. Jams Sherbanina. So 5 all, though. Match is on the racket of Team Moore. First to 2, win by 1. Match points, Tulsa. Win by 1. Sudden death to come. Yes, a good slow clap. What the fans deserve. What does Hutchings come up with? That's how it ends. And a muted response. It is a sudden death 1-point victory for Lily Hutchings, Diego Pernas, and Team Maria Berlanga. Well, that's going to be the first, but it's not going to be our last here on the day. You can, I would say, write that in stone as Team Berlanga. The all-Tulsa foursome again. Maria Berlanga, Lily Hutchings, Tim Seeger, Diego Pernas through to the 5-6 match where a date with Team Zarolo awaits. So, here's what our evening session is going to look like, starting 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Hashtag math in your championship match. It will be Team Mandlik, Alex Martinez, Mark Mandlik, Ellie Mandlik, Julia Garcia Ruiz, taking on Team Tyler Zink, Anastasia Komar, Obi Kajuru, Tyler Zink, and Isaac Becroft. A rematch, of course, of last year's exceptional final in our 3-4 match. Will be Team Ashley Watling of Watling, Mike Knott, Anna Naranjo, Mariana Manioma. They'll take on the pairing, or excuse me, Team Emma Staker, Ava Catanzarite, Azahi Harazaki, and Luis Alvarez. Your 5-6 match, Team Berlanga, who you see on your screen, Maria Berlanga, Lily Hutchings, Tim Seeger, Diego Pernas. They're going to take on Team Zarolo. That's Marty Zarolo, Christina Novak, Alex Scalia, and Jake Van Emberg. And then your 7-8 match, Team Seth Moore going to take on Team Gracie Epps. That's Seth Moore, Bruno Javin, Chloe Noel, Alina Sherbanina taking on the team of Gracie Epps, Marcela Lopez, Nathan Hahn, and Jordan Hassan. Again, all that action kicking off 6 p.m. Central Time here on our Cracked Racquets YouTube channel. You won't want to miss out on any of our coverage as our final round of Oklahoma Tennis Foundation play continues. Of course, again, a thank you to all of you who have tuned into this Oklahoma Tennis Foundation Invitational event. A shout out, of course, to the entire Oklahoma tennis community who has come out, supported all of these athletes competing out on court. Of course, a shout out to Bill Towler and the entire Oklahoma Tennis Foundation team, without whom an event like this would be impossible. And again, I said it at the start, I'll say it here to close. If every state had an Oklahoma Tennis Foundation, tennis would be the #1 sport in this country. Certainly appreciate their efforts, appreciate them having our Cracked Racquets team to cover it all. And the best part is we still have more tennis to come. Again, 6 p.m. Central Time, our final round of matches. Signing off for now from everyone here in Oklahoma, including, by the way, our super producer, Daniel Westoff. I'm your host, Alex Gruskin. You've been watching day 2 of the 2024 Oklahoma Tennis Foundation Invitational event. We hope to see you all at 6 p.m. Central Time for our championship match.
Yeah, my name is Mark Johnson, and I coached at the University of Oklahoma